Hello and welcome back to this channel. I know it's been a while since I posted, but I promise you there is a very good reason for that. I got lazy. But in all seriousness, I had a lot of work to catch up with for university. If you don't know already, I'm now doing a PhD. I'm in what's supposed to be my final year of PhD. The subject I'm doing my PhD in is called Psychoacoustics, and that deals with how humans perceive sound. If you want to learn more about what we're doing in our lab, you can visit the links in the description. We're called APL, Applied Psychoacoustics Laboratory. You might find something interesting in our research. And now quickly getting to the reason I'm here now. A couple of weeks ago, I think more than a month, or around 2 months ago, Franklyn, Chris from King Bespoke Creations and Steve Walker Guitars started this Use What You've Got challenge, meaning that people would gather together to build a guitar from what they already have in their workshops or rooms or wood storage. And I always thought that was an amazing idea because my submission for the Great Guitar Build-Off was exactly based on that. Was based on building something from materials that you already have around here. And I love this challenge, and I thought I would also try and build something from what I've got. Now in terms of what I've got and what leftovers I've got now, things are getting a little bit funny. Because if you remember from my Great Guitar Build-Off submission, I used some beech boards for the guitar wings. These ones more precisely. So when I was designing and building this guitar, I thought I would need 2, but I ended up just using 1, which was amazing. So that means that I have 1 more board left over from that. Now you can see that I actually have the shape of my previous guitar drawn in here, but I managed to get both wings from 1 piece. Now you would wonder what on earth I could build from 1 single piece of wood, and I'm glad you asked. I think I can build something from it. I'm not sure yet, but I think I can do something. Allow me to explain. I have always wanted one of those tiny U basses. If you know how it looks, it's sort of like a baritone ukulele, which has some really thick plastic strings. Now, after some calculations, some penciling down of some shapes, I think I have enough material in this board to make the body of the U bass and the neck. So it's going to be shorter than a normal guitar, it's going to be a bass, and yeah, I will give it a go. I'll try to make this kind of thing. Some details about the build. Now I do not have any frets left, but that is no problem because I will make it fretless. I've always wanted a fretless bass. In terms of finish for the fingerboard, I am thinking about doing a super glue finish on the fingerboard, make it shiny and also protect it from all that finger action that's happening on there. Bridge, I will come up with something for the bridge. What I know now is that I will make the strings run through the body, so I don't need anything to keep the strings onto the body because I will thread them through the body and onto the neck. In terms of pickup, I will use some piezo elements. I have some left around from previous projects of mine, and I actually need to use piezo pickups in this case because the strings are plastic, thus they are not magnetic, and I cannot use a normal magnetic pickup. Truss rod, I don't need any of that because the tension in the plastic strings is quite low. Tuning pegs, now you would be surprised where I got this from. Apparently they're very hard to find. They're a little bit special tuning pegs because they have a wider peg here and a wider hole for the string, because the strings are a lot thicker. But I got these tuning pegs from Wish. I had no problems with that, they arrived really quickly, so yeah, I guess I got lucky. So I think this would be the only thing that I bought, and obviously the strings for this build. Now what about staining and finishing this project? There might be staining, there might not be staining, and I'm thinking about something really interesting. Again, it's going to be a very DIY style type of thing, but I think I managed to make some stains out of some normal materials. I still need to do some tests, but when I'm done with them and when it comes to it, I will definitely show you what I'm talking about, and I will use my normal oil finish that I used on the Great Guitar Build-Off guitar. This bass and the guitar that I made for the Great Guitar Build-Off will be quite similar. This will not be headless, but the body shape will be quite similar to that one, and that will make it very interesting to have something as a family of guitars, guitar and the bass. Now, another thing I wanted to talk about is actually filming and talking in these videos, because during the Great Guitar Build-Off, filming and talking in the videos actually took the longest time to shoot and the longest time to edit. So in this project there will be less talking and more building. I will focus on filming more of the actual build, not film myself, editing more of the work in, and that will make it so much easier for me to edit everything. Another reason why I'm doing this is that I also want to polish up my editing skills, my video skills, my filming skills. They are all very important, and now that I dipped my toes into this a little bit, I want to get better at this. I want to learn, I want to progress in this area as well. But the best thing about all this is that we don't have a deadline for finishing this project, which takes a lot of pressure off our shoulders. The last couple of weeks of the Great Guitar Build-Off were extremely stressful. I could not get at the level that I wanted because I did not have time to focus on the details, on making sure everything is perfect, which is what I'm going to try to do during this build. I will take every step very slowly and then hopefully achieve this goal, which is building a U bass out of one plank of wood. So yeah, this will be a very relaxed build. Holiday season is coming up now, so I will have a lot more time to build and a lot more time to film. I still have to work for my PhD, so I need to find time to switch from the PhD work to the U bass and back. But I'm sure this will all be great fun, and hopefully by the end of it I will also end up with a U bass that I've always wanted to have. Now if you want to follow along this build, please subscribe, please like this video if you liked it, and thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time.